Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Johnny. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the PowerA Moga XP7-X Plus, a Bluetooth gaming controller for mobile devices for Android, and you can also use it on PC. This product was provided by PowerA, and it's going to be 100% my personal opinion on the product, and I'm going to go review it in full detail. Let's get right into the unboxing of the Moga by PowerA XP7-X Plus. So this device is a controller for your Android phone. Doesn't matter if it's Samsung or any other Android phone that you have, as long as it has USB-C compatible, it should work with it. It also works in Windows 10 or Windows 11 as a controller if you're trying to use it on your PC. Now, what's really unique about this controller is that it has a lot of features, and it's probably the most advanced controller for a handheld device for Android phones. And it has a unique design such as the Xbox controller's design, which is really good because the Xbox controller designs are really comfortable in the hand and they're just really awesome to use. So that's not the only thing that it has. It has wireless phone charging. So this device actually has an integrated battery that while you're gaming on the handheld device, it will charge your device wirelessly. So if your phone has wireless charging, which most phones do have wireless charging nowadays, that will allow you to have more battery life while you game on handheld devices. Now, this is one of the things that I know that handheld devices have improved, especially phones have improved with the battery life, but being able to wirelessly charge your phone while playing the game is really awesome, especially on a handheld device, especially if you're playing Call of Duty handheld or mobile, or Fortnite. Sometimes you want to put up those high graphics settings and you don't want to waste a lot of battery, so this will be very useful. It has mappable buttons as well, and Bluetooth and wired connectivity, so you can connect it to your computer or you can use it via Bluetooth on your phone or device as well, I believe. So I think the wired connectivity is probably going to be the way that it will connect. So I already took off the stickers in the back here, as you guys can see. And it also has a detachable phone stand, which is something that you could use if you just want to use it as a stand and just use the controller wirelessly. So the battery, it says integrated wireless charging boost. I guess there's like a button or something that tells you about it. Has texture grips, comfortable ergonomic design, which Xbox controllers are cool. It does fit phones up to 7.13 inches and 181 mm wide. So the boost mode charges while you play. Okay, so if you turn on the boost mode, it charges. And then the detachable stand on the back. So I don't know how big the battery is. I believe I read somewhere it was like 2000 mAh, something like that, I believe. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. But it has a pretty battery. So let's say that's kind of like double your phone's battery. I know some phones have been getting like really big on the batteries. But that's still really awesome that you have a battery that has the capacity of actually charging your device more often. So yes, the boxing and packaging looks really unique. It is really nice, actually. Very high quality. You have a manual guide here which tells you everything you need to know about it. And I can definitely see the uses of this device in cloud gaming. A lot of people are using cloud gaming on their phones when they don't want to use it on the TV, and that's why a lot of people like this type of products. And I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool as well. It has a factory reset button, and it also even has back buttons that you can put for advanced gaming button. Kind of like if you had one of those back paddles on a controller. That's kind of what that extra button in the back is, that you can actually mappable. You can put it as a mappable button that you want. It has your Xbox button, and it shows you the battery as well, and a removable stand. Wireless power bank, so that's what they call them, power banks, but that's one of the unique features I really like about it. Micro USB port, so it does have a micro USB port. I have thought it was USB-C, but it is a micro USB port, I'm assuming. So okay, not a bad thing. So it is a micro USB port. I thought it was a USB. It makes sense. So it doesn't really matter, but it will definitely be with the wireless mode. And it tells you a little bit about the power bank. So let's go ahead and look at the controller in itself. And wow, it definitely looks like an original Xbox controller. So you get the controller right here, and as you guys can see, the joysticks or analog stick, whatever you want to call it, are very sturdy. So that is really impressive. They feel really comfortable. The controller does feel a little bigger, but if you ever played the Nintendo Switch, it kind of feels like that. I wonder how it's gonna feel with the phone in the middle. Might be a little bigger, but at the same time, it feels really good. The grip is really good on this as well. The buttons are really high quality. They're really pressable and everything. And then you get your texture grip on the bottom. Doesn't feel bad at all. And I believe this is like a stand that you can use as well. And you can take it out. I believe you can take it out. So it does have a micro USB port here. I'm assuming that's for charging the battery bank, and as well as the controller in itself, because that is the battery, I believe. So yeah, it looks really nice. But before we get to the next part of the video, I want to show you the cables it comes with. So it does come with a micro USB. As you guys can see, it has the USBs here. I think it oh wait, it does have USB-C. So you actually get an adapter of a USB-C adapter right here. As you guys can see, there's actually an adapter to USB-C as well. So I thought USB-C wasn't included, but it is included. But you get your micro to USB-C. So if you're like wanting to charge your controller or something via USB-C, if you have a USB cable box or something, you can connect it through USB-C, or you can do it the traditional way as well, the micro USB. So yeah, you do get USB-C somewhat, and then you also get another one of the micro USBs, and you can also connect this to your PC or your box, wherever you want to. I would assume that's what this will allow it to do on the controller. Alright, so you do get USB-C charging if you need to charge it via USB-C. So if you have a box that you want to use for USB-C. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to actually take this thing out. Okay, one more interesting thing that I didn't show you guys is that it has USB and Bluetooth on the side, as you guys can see. So I'm assuming if you connect it to your PC, you can use it via USB and Bluetooth as well. Seen that on a lot of Power 8 controllers, so yeah. Let's see how do I actually take this out? Okay, so it has a pretty easy mechanic. You just slip and slide it. And this is what they mentioned, where it could be used as a stand. I believe you can use this as a stand for your phone as well. You can place your phone in a certain way, and or I don't know if it goes this way, but we'll try it later on in the video so you guys can actually try it out. Alright, so the power bank is like right in the middle, and that's how you slide it. So yeah, if you have a big phone, it definitely will fit. Trust me, most phones will actually fit in this. Definitely most phones will fit in this. So yeah, it's pretty compact and easy, not gonna lie. And as you guys can see, the back, you can see the mechanism. It has the screws there. But yeah, this will be able to fit any Android phone. I'm pretty sure most Android phone, even the Samsung Flip, the one that has like a big tablet that converts into a tablet, pretty sure you'll be able to do that as well in this controller. And then you get the boost mode, which you can enable, and then you get the Bluetooth button. Now my unit isn't charged, I believe, so I'm gonna have to charge it, and then we're gonna go ahead and test it out for the rest of the video. One little note about keeping in the middle, so if you wanted to use this on your PC or something, this is how it will have to be used. A little bit big on the controller, but still feels comfortable if you're just gonna use it as a controller for your PC. I also went ahead and put it on the stand, and I gotta say it's actually pretty convenient, especially for big Samsung phones. It just fits in pretty well, and it's really good if you don't have one of those protectors that doesn't really have a stand on your Android device. So it's really neat that it brings this. Setting up the device wasn't really that difficult to connect to the Android phone. All you really had to do was press the Bluetooth button and make sure that the switch on the bottom of the controller was in the Bluetooth mode. And then once you saw the light blinking just like an Xbox controller, it means you will be ready to pair your device to your Android phone. Putting your Android phone into the Moga device is actually pretty easy. The two handle grips on each side will slide automatically, and then all you really have to do is position your phone inside and the phone will be snugly fit into your device. I went ahead and showed a little bit of the footage of the back of the controller, and it definitely feels high quality. It doesn't really bother me anything by looking at the back, but overall the feel of the controller when first using it for the first time, it feels really amazing. It doesn't feel bad at all on the hand. Everything feels solid. You can move around and it feels just like a natural controller. I would kind of compare it to the Nintendo Switch, but I feel like the joysticks in this is actually better, and the buttons as well, so it feels more premium quality, especially with the texturized grips I believe that it has. It just makes it feel really comfortable on the hand. Didn't really feel it cheap at all. But one of the coolest features that I talked about in the unboxing was the power bank that it has in the back. Now you can have it turned on by switching up the button on the left side of the controller. Once you turn that on, the phone will actually be wireless charging while you're gaming. I think this is really awesome because if you're a person that likes to play mobile games, I know there's a big community out there that likes playing mobile games because they don't have a console or for other reasons. But anyways, the wireless ability to charge it while you're gaming adds an additional hours to your phone while you game. I know a lot of phones have up to 10 hours of time. I know the Androids do, especially. They have big bulky batteries, but this is really revolutionary because while you're gaming, you're essentially getting probably like 3 hours or 4 hours depending on the game that you're gaming on. You're getting additional time while it's charging at the same time while you game. So that is very revolutionary, and I think that one of the reasons why it justifies the price on this device, because of that wireless charging while you're on the go with this. So that's really an awesome feature. So now I'm going to talk about when I was playing Fortnite on the mobile device and how it felt. To be honest, everything was pretty smooth. I didn't really feel any lag in my response on the controllers. It felt like I was just playing the same version of Fortnite on the console, but on this mobile device. I have to say that it really does feel good, and the hands and everything. Now, I didn't get to try the Xbox Game Pass, but I hear that it's 100% compatible with Xbox Cloud Gaming. So that is a really bonus. I mean, it's actually kind of designed for those type of usage. So I would definitely recommend trying it out with that as well. I'm really not too much into cloud gaming. I always prefer like the mobile device games on my mobile phones. But if anybody wants to, they can. Now, however, you can actually use this for other type of stuff like emulators as well. And it definitely feels good on the hand. Overall, I really do like the feel of the controller when you have it on handheld mode. It just feels solid, especially when I was playing Fortnite. You could just have the accuracy, aim, everything feels great. So I think they did a great job on the design of it. Did not feel like I was missing out with another controller. Probably the best wireless controller that you can use for an Android device. And I have used a couple in the past, and some weren't really that high quality like this one is. Now, of course, the only thing that can really replace this is the other Moga device that they have, which you basically just wireless Bluetooth connected to your device. So for this portion of the video, we are going to actually be trying out the controller on PC. And one of the things that I want to mention is that you can either use it in USB, I believe, or Bluetooth mode. It should be compatible. I'm trying it out in USB mode because I want to see how it works directly connected to my PC. And the PC will automatically detect it. I do recommend you use the original cable or a cable that is sufficient for your PC to be able to data transfer the information from the controller to your PC, and it automatically detects it on your PC. Now, there may be some configuration issues that may arise. Personally, I use Steam a lot, and I had to configure the buttons manually in Steam. But Steam is really easy to configure any controller on there. It can be a generic controller. It can be an official controller. It did detect it as the Moga, and there should be some profiles out there that people have uploaded for this controller to work completely well with Steam. So it is compatible with Steam. If you're not able to do any presses or anything like that, make sure to go to the settings and just try to configure some stuff on the settings, and it will eventually fix your issues on this controller. So just configure it on the settings and you should be good to go. One thing that I want to mention right off the bat, while gaming on this controller, it is a little bit bigger than the average size controller. For example, I got a regular Xbox controller here, and these two, well, they're about the same size. However, the Moga is a little bit bigger, but not much of a difference. But either way, it's still pretty dope, how I see it. So yeah. Um, I would say that it doesn't necessarily feel bad when you're using it on PC. One thing is that it is missing the rumble feature, so you might not feel anything. I wish that was included, but not necessary, especially since it's targeted toward more as mobile gaming, and it can feel a little bit weird when you're first using it. But other than that, everything seems pretty well on the controller as well. Um, I know that people who have big hands will probably enjoy playing this on PC because, you know, there's some people that always complain, oh, the size of the controller is too small, the PlayStation, the Xbox, and maybe this will help them. So I'm playing Team SWAT in the Halo Master Chief Collection, and yeah, it feels really good. Feels solid. And of course, in your game settings, you can always change the sensitivity of the controller. One thing I do like about it is the joysticks. The joysticks feel so good on it as well. I think it's better than some controllers out there for PC. The joysticks just feel like they did a really good design on them. Um, Anyways, the controller does work with PC, so if you're wanting to use it on your PC, it will work as well. You don't have to buy another controller for your PC if you just want to play games casually on your PC. I would definitely recommend it as well. Just an added extra bonus feature, I would say. Like I said, it's not going to be the best controller for PC. It's mainly targeted toward the Android devices, and I can understand when it's targeted toward an Android device. It's definitely gonna be meant more for the Android devices, but it does work. And you can play pretty much any game on it. Just configure the controllers. It's pretty easy on Steam. The loaded profiles on Steam really do help. But otherwise, the controller, I haven't seemed to be having any issues with it. It feels perfect while I'm playing. So yeah, that's a plus. The only thing I wish it did have Rumble, because in certain situations on PC you might want to have Rumble. Um, and like on the phone, doesn't have Rumble either, but it's not a big deal. However, that would have been kind of cool. Probably one of the only things that I don't like about it, but other than that, it's pretty good. Ooh, look at me! I just got a double kill right there. I haven't played Halo in a while, so my skills are pretty bad right now. Usually I can play it pretty good. So overall, I just wanted to show you guys a quick demonstration on the controller and how it is on the PC if you decide to play video games on a PC with this controller. Now, coming to the conclusion of this video, I want to give my final thoughts on what I think about the Moga XP7-X Plus. First of all, I want to say that I do recommend this device because it is a high quality premium device that has the controller feels of an Xbox. I know that they were licensed by Xbox, so it makes sense for them to have high quality feel like an Xbox controller. The joysticks are really firm, the buttons are clickable, and I haven't really had an issue with them at all. But one of the things that really did surprise me about this device was definitely the wireless power bank that is included, that when you attach your device, you can enable a button on the side of the left of the controller and it will start wirelessly charging your phone as long as you have wireless charging. Now, this is a really revolutionary feature because it extends the life of your Android phone maybe by 4 hours, because if you decide to charge the controller wirelessly, it can be very useful for several different things if you just want to play for a long time on the device. Or I can also see the best case scenario is when there is a high quality game that has the graphics settings to intense, and you know that usually that tends to drain the battery on the Android phones because of higher intensive processing that's going on with the graphics. But you know, if you turn on the wireless charging with this device, it will definitely extend the life of those games to play on the max settings on your phone and being able to play the game on the best settings that you can on your device. So that is a really good scenario where you might actually want to use this. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the device. The only thing that I wish that it did have was a rumble feature. That would have been really awesome to have the rumble feature on this device. It's not necessary, but you know, us console gamers are used to the rumbles on the controllers. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take away from the device being really awesome. It's still a high quality device, and you eventually will get used to it without the rumble feature. The other thing that it does not work with iPhone devices, so it's pretty much losing a whole market of people who use iPhones, because a lot of people use iPhones as well as they do with Android. But it would have been nice to see it working on an iPhone device. It would have allowed people to play it on the iPhone because it's a really neat device. Hopefully in the future, PowerA comes up with an alternative for the iPhones, so that would be pretty awesome. But overall, I am really impressed with the device. I definitely recommend you buy it. I will be leaving a link in the description where you can actually buy this device. And if you use my link, you will also get a percentage off, I believe, on the device. So make sure to use the link in the description. Overall, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this review and have a nice day.